I'm Mike Parker, Managing Director at Minster Franchise. We're a management franchise operating in the commercial cleaning sector. This is a series of 5 top tips I'm giving you on various themes to look at when you're considering to buy a franchise. This is top tip number 3, and that tip is make sure you have full access to the franchise network. So when you're evaluating a franchise, whether it's Minster or another franchise, you should have all the necessary permissions to speak to anyone involved in that franchise business, any franchisee whatsoever, not just the top superstars that are performing well in the business. You should be able to speak to absolutely anyone. And a good franchisor will be perfectly happy to let you have that access and let you speak to anyone, whoever you select you want to speak to. We would always say you can phone up every one of our franchisees. Here's the list of all their names and contact details. The reality is you won't do that, but we really encourage you to make sure you get a cross-section of franchisees that you select. So we will not signpost you to go and speak to this person or this person. You choose. Make sure you allocate plenty of time to this part of the process. This is due diligence, and it's very important. I can share with you what our business is like from my perspective, or any franchisor can, but you really need to understand what's the day-to-day life of a franchisee like at the sharp end, if you will, because that's where you're going to be. So you need to speak to those franchisees and get that clear picture from them. What is it really like at the sharp end? So have plenty of questions ready. Think about that. You'll get a flavour as you speak to those franchisees. You'll probably better work out actually which ones are the superstars and which ones aren't perhaps so good at performing, and which ones are just okay and solid. You'll check out the flavour of the network from those conversations as well. Is there plenty of cross-collaboration between franchisees, or do they seem all very insular and never really talk to each other and never meet? You'll get a feel for that. Talk to them about things like those meetings. What are they like? What's the tone of them? Are they business-centred meetings, or are they just great social affairs where actually there's no great business value? Now, if these things are important to you, that's great, but you can at least be asking those sort of questions. Also, if you can, speak to support staff in the franchisor's business. So if you're like my team, whether that's in finance, IT, marketing, operations, whatever, because those are the people that are going to be spending day-to-day time with you, whether it's on the telephone or in your branch. Those are the people you've got to build up relationships with. Can you get on with them? Do they know what they're talking about? Do they know their specialist subject well? And again, you might talk to those other franchisees about that support. Head office tell me, great, you get all this hours of support and everything. Yeah, but what's it really like? What's the quality of that support like? So these are good questions you can ask. Talk to franchisees about how they grow their business. What are the tools available to them, marketing techniques or whatever, special offers they might put in place from time to time. How does this sort of stuff work? Who instigates it? What's the impact on the business? What's the impact on the margins, etc. So make sure that those sort of things exist. Check out things like systems and processes to help retain customers. Is the business sort of forever churning its client base and it's incredibly hard to actually retain anything, or is it pretty stable? A business like ours is a huge amount of repeat business. We invoice pretty much the same customers this month as we did last month, hopefully plus a few more as well. We might lose 1 or 2. Get under the skin and find out whether these things are important. So there you go. That's my top tip number 3, access to the network, so you can ask the critical questions about life at the sharp end, which is where you'll be if you choose to buy one of those businesses. Please check out my other videos in this series, top 5 tips, so there are 4 others for you to have a look at. Thank you.